Hello, guys. Welcome once again to the Journey TV. I have these prophecies coming from Prophet Samuel King. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with this prophet. In case you do not know him, he's that pastor in which so many people would say is a prophet of doom because of his prophecies. He actually sees things that are dangerous, things that are bad things. Let me say bad things that want to happen to people. Prophet Samuel King is a very young pastor, and he is the same person that sent a warning to Very Dark Man, sent a warning to Whiskey, sent to Davido, and you know these stories. I have actually posted them on this channel. If you have not watched them, kindly do so. Watch one of those stories and understand where this pastor is always coming from. So according to him, he dropped these prophecies for the year 2024, and these prophecies are actually very alarming. According to him, he said your pastors will be strongly attacked in this year 2024. He is saying that it will not be easy for the church in Africa because there will be scandals upon scandals. According to him, he said scandal of homosexuality would surface. He also see health attack. But let's before we dive into these so many stories, let's talk about the attack on the Church of God. According to this pastor, he said there will be scandals. It is 2024, and we understand starting this year, BBC released a report about a pastor which has been dead for over 2 years. Is that one of the attacks he's talking about? That the house of the Lord will be attacked strongly, which means every believer in Africa needs to pray for the house of the Lord. They need to pray for their pastors. According to him, he even said that pastors will be trending for the wrong reasons. And just yesterday, I tell you, Pastor David Ibinyome was trending when he said that drummers should not collect money from church, or they remain like that for the rest of their life. They will not grow. So is it what he's talking about? Because TV Joshua was actually trending. He trended for over 2 weeks. And I dropped all the episodes in this channel. If you have not watched, kindly do so and let us know your own point of view. Do not forget to always leave a comment when you watch a video. I do not know it all, but believe me, when you pray to an extent, there are things you should understand. When I see fake prophecies, I always say it here. When I see fake pastor, I go post them here. When I see prophecies that I believe to be true, just like this one I am actually saying right now, I will post it here. And we mostly talk about those pastors that are trying to deceive people, because right now it's becoming a business in Africa. This is why when you go to every street, you would find a church. Believe me, it is not even the gospel. So many of these people are preaching. So many of them are just after that tithes and collection, all those money. That is what they're after. Have you forgotten about that pastor that after he won a bet of 60 million naira, he locked his church and sent an apology message to his followers and said it was because he was poor. That was why he was a pastor. But now he has won money. He's no longer a pastor. You can imagine people that were going there and praying with him in faith that someday they'll make it, or someday they will have a child or something. Imagine how they would feel, how used they will feel. This is why, believe me, I will never stop talking about this thing I'm talking about. Though. When I see you as a comedian and you're forming to be a pastor, I'll go talk about them for a year. I am not a saint, I tell you, but let's stop deceiving people. Let's stop deceiving people, saying you are dragging or calling them to the house of the Lord. There are other things you could do for God. Not being a pastor, there are other departments in the church that need people. Go to one of these departments if you want to serve the Lord. You don't need to be a pastor. This prophecies for the year 2024 about the attack of the house of the Lord, about health attacking. He even said that one of the pastors would have to relocate his family because of insecurity, security reasons. So I tell you, this prophecy is new. So if you are a child of God, if you're watching this video, you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, let's pray for the house of the Lord. Believe me, this house of God that so many people do not take serious, it's actually really helping. Believe, if there was no church, imagine there was no church, the sin that will be going on in our world, then people would have zero conscience. I believe it is because people still see somewhere to worship. People still see the miracle God is doing with so many men of God. And this is why we can still see from some form of sanity. Imagine with all these pastors and the preaching, imagine what our politicians are doing to us. They embezzle money, and do you think they don't pay tithes? Most of these politicians pay tithes to a particular pastor, and that pastor will still pray for them and say, God bless you. God bless you. I tell you, they will collect the money and say, God bless you. God will continue to provide for you. And it is stolen money. I tell you. So what do you think about this gist? I say, what do you think about this gist? Do you think these prophecies are true? Do you think these prophecies will come to pass? Do you think there is an attack on the house of the Lord this 2024 with all you have seen this January? Please leave a comment on the comment section, like this video. If you have not liked, now, you can hit us now on Twitter. Thank you guys for always staying tuned. And bye for now.